It is my distinguished honor and privilege to address you on the commemoration of International Women's Day, a day which is celebrated worldwide on the 8th of March. The commemoration of this day, which was adopted in Copenhagen in 1910 at the International Women's Conference, was a way to unite women of the world in advocacy of their demands for women's emancipation. We must not miss the fact that at the time these developments were underway, South Africa was still under colonial yoke of the British, and later the formation of the Union of South Africa and the subsequent formation of the Union Defence Force in the same year, 1910. In the face of this onslaught, the oppressed organized themselves into the then South African Native National Congress, SANNC, the forerunner to the African National Congress. So whilst the women of the world gathered in Copenhagen from 17 countries, the idea of observing that occasion as International Women's Day was tabled by Clara Zetkin, an activist, a social democrat, and later a socialist contemporary of Lenin and other progressive leaders of the time. Since then, annual commemorative events are held throughout the world on the 8th of March to inspire women and deepen their social, economic, cultural, and political achievements. Much has happened over the past century since the era of Clara Zetkin. It has been a story of progress and in many instances regression. The pace of progress has slowed down since 2014. While the World Economic Forum initially indicated that global gender parity will most likely be achieved by 2095, all indications in 2015 show that this target has been extended to 2133. In South Africa, this particular edition of International Women's Day is also kickstarts a build-up program leading to the celebration of the 60th anniversary of the March on the Union Buildings in 1956. With this in mind, my office is committed to reinforce the pledge of the DoD to attain gender parity sooner in a bid to first, achieve the ambitions of women, secondly, to call for gender-balanced leadership, respect and value differences, thirdly, develop more inclusive and flexible cultures, and lastly, root out all workplace bias, sexism, and patriarchy.
Firstly, I would just say greetings and salutations to all present, especially to you, Minister, esteemed guests invited from state departments who are here, and other military and the civilian guests that are here. International Women's Day is annually celebrated on the 8th of March. This celebration was instituted in 1910 in Copenhagen. Today, our celebration theme focuses on women who have lost their spouses in service or in defense of South Africa. For this reason, we have invited widows to acknowledge the military service of their spouses in the South African National Defence Force, and for South Africa, men who have lost their lives during battle. Ladies and gentlemen, as you are aware, the South African National Defence Force is deployed on the African continent in various countries to bring about peace and stability in the continent. However, during such deployments to bring about peace and stability, fateful events have occurred that caused the untimely death of soldiers, husbands and fathers. We today will recognize the service of those who have fallen and will celebrate their service for the country. This Women's Day celebration will reflect on ways how to support families that have lost loved ones in battle. The express purpose to learn lessons from our discussions and to seek the implementations thereof.